welcome back to the Gadget Spot.
The Gadget Spot.
Hey there, guys.
Somehow,
It's been 2 weeks.
Life will find a way.
Thanks, Jeff Goldblum.
You got it.
Oh, you beat me to it. I was so excited to say Jeff Goldblum.
Let's go faster.
I'm so happy that you got that. Like, I do that all the time.
Well, it was actually a quote you used, not the way you said it, that
Oh, really?
tipped me off.
Whatever.
Jurassic Park.
No, I thought it was Jeff Goldblum before you said that.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
I didn't. No,
I've been working on my
the
breathing.
quote from the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
All
Hey,
right.
guys.
We should introduce ourselves now.
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum is not here. Sorry to disappoint you guys. That was James doing a somewhat decent Jeff
Hey,
Goldblum.
Wait, that was
did
James?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was James.
Don't say my real name.
Oh, that was excitable
Jeff.
James.
Don't say. Let's go back to James. I like that. If we're being 100% honest,
Do you not like the excitable
I
moniker?
hate is kind of a strong word. I do not like that nickname. Like, I don't know who came up with
I
it.
thought you came up with that.
I did not come up with
Why
it.
don't you like excitable?
I would come up with like some cool nickname like Razorblade James or like
No, that's lame.
Johnson James.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
Johnson.
Sitting James.
Yeah, that's a good one, too.
Because that's what he's doing.
You know what? Honestly, I would take either one of those over excitable James. It makes me sound like a pup. Like if I was in my early 20s, maybe I could go for excitable James.
What's wrong with being
That
in
broke
your
the ice. That name
late
broke
20s?
That name broke the ice for me. When Tony was like, "Excitable James is coming on the podcast," I was like, "I don't know, but
He sounds nice.
he sounds nice, excitable,
but
it's like a friendly puppy."
Maybe I need to go like with like an author name, like
You do have puppy eyes.
Oh,
J.D. I have stoner eyes. J.D.
So it's
Jensen.
Puppy layer on top.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
J.D. Jensen.
So
That's my author name.
it's those cheekbones. Give you those eyes.
It's my low cheekbones. Makes people confide in me. All their
Not me. It
worries.
makes me want to bite your face. That's weird.
Anyway,
That's how you kill a conversation.
Yeah, right there.
I don't know if
Just
you've ever
like
heard
that.
a conversation come to a screeching halt before.
because
but
it makes you look weak, and you know.
dude, look at those arms. He doesn't look weak.
yeah, look at my. I've been working
Dude,
out.
His
that
arms
shirt
are-
is about to rip off all on its own.
Yeah, it's he wears a medium.
You
want
wanna
to
know why
he's
I've been
a
working out?
double X.
You know why I've been working out is because I'm going to go spend this weekend. This weekend in the past, with my birth family.
So last weekend.
Ooh.
And last
That's
weekend.
what you're looking for. Last week.
We're recording a few days ahead
Yeah.
this time around.
And I'm going to prove to them that they shouldn't have adopted me away. Because I'm the only one
Won't
in
they
shape.
be jealous?
Yeah, right?
You'll show them.
Face.
No. What you should show is how much money you have, and that's the money that they're not getting because they adopted you away.
The funny thing is I drive like a truck that was owned by somebody that lived in Colorado, so it has a bunch of like hail dented damage.
John Voight.
So
No,
it
that's-
totally doesn't look like
That's
that.
the image you don't want to convey.
Yep,
He looks
exactly.
so poor. Look at all those dents.
But
I'm glad we got rid of him.
Yeah, well, that was a loss. Good thing we cut our losses.
We're really ragging on
But he
excitable
sure
James
looks
here.
good.
He doesn't want the excitable.
Oh
moniker
yeah, you
anymore,
guys
so we'll
are
make
making
him.
fun of me. I was thinking about something else while you guys
No.
were
We'll
saying
make him
that.
sad, James.
First,
That-
we were making fun of your low cheekbones and how they make people want to bite your face, and then we were making fun of your orphanage-ness.
It's all good.
Hey,
the
if,
remainder.
It's part of me.
if
You
they
know?
don't want you, we will adopt you as a podcast.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I am the only guy in my birth family that still has a full head of hair. So face,
Hey, so is Jaron.
Hey, me too.
right?
Nah,
Fives.
just kidding. My brother looks pretty good
Maybe it's the hair dryer.
because
The
he
blow
listens
dryer
to
that-
this.
Hey, since we don't have, because we kind of had to rush the show, can we spend a little bit of time talking about the blue button that is on the
the
blow
hair dryer? Yeah.
I'm not sure about
I
that.
guess.
We'll sneak it under the my bar is just to try to sneak stuff under Tony because you're the host of the show,
No.
so you moderate like
He's not moderating at all today. I think he.
I never realized how tough Kerry Jackson had it until starting my own podcast. So, hats off to you, Mr. Jackson, captain of that ship.
This sounds like an old rap song from the 90s.
Oh, it does,
Not a bad
doesn't
one,
it?
though.
My name is Kerry Jackson. I wear
No,
fedoras.
no, we're done with that. Sorry.
I like where we're going with this.
I drink lots of vodka and never hit the floras.
Okay. So that's excitable, James.
Yep.
You
That's
can
right.
see him on Twitter where? You're
On-
supposed to
on
say it
Twitter.
now.
Oh, on JDD Jensen.
Yeah,
At JDD Jensen.
There you go.
You can catch me every now and then on Periscope. I tried to, every time I Periscope at home, have a movie playing in the background because I'm not an entertaining person, but like I need to say the things that I'm saying and have other people receive it. So I have a movie going just in case you get bored. But yeah, we Periscoped right before we started doing this at JDD Jensen. So add me, and I'm trying to do that more often because I think Snapchat's retarded.
Hey, I agree.
Oh. Throwing shade on the snaps. That's pretty harsh, man.
Snapchat was created for one purpose, and it needs to stay that way.
It's definitely grown quite a bit.
Yeah,
and
can't
changed
you like
into something
save
else.
snaps now?
Can you?
You can do whatever you want with those snaps.
You always could.
Is it cool to call them snaps? Because that's the first time I've ever said that.
I read it or heard it. I can't remember which, but it sounded legitimate, so I'm going with it. Snaps.
The snaps.
You know you're getting old
when you don't know what you should call new things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Jaron.
I'm Jaron at Jaron on Twitter, Jarron. I don't remember my PlayStation Network name at the moment because it's been a long time since I
Geronimo.
played. That's it, Geronimo.
It's all over the place.
Jaron with an IMO.
it is.
Yeah.
I haven't played
I don't
games in like 2 months because I'm moving and it's taken up all of my time. Somehow.
Blah, blah, blah. All
That
I
is-
hear is excuses.
That is the end. Hey, but I will be back when I get my new TV, and I'm going to spend the whole day inside, and I will never
What
ever
TV are
talk
you
to my
getting?
family or go outside ever again. A 65-inch Vizio P series.
Nice.
It's a nice one.
They are
I looked
nice.
at it at Best Buy the other day.
They are nice.
Jokes about the family. They'll stay inside with me and watch TV with me. Yeah.
Watch you play Uncharted, you mean?
I do need to beat that. It's been a long time.
Owen.
Hey, you can follow me on Twitter at TechNoan.
Nice.
And yeah,
Again with the puns.
This guy right here. And I am Tony. Find me on Twitter at QuadTTony or check me out on the Geek Show podcast. Sometimes I make jokes that are really mean and fall kind of flat, and I feel like a jerk afterwards, but I just plow through it. See, you hear him crying like a baby?
that joke landed.
Farting like a baby,
Nailed
too.
it.
No, baby farts are like. I was mistaken.
They're surprisingly loud. It's like they're just sitting there minding their own business, and suddenly, it's like, whoa, that came out of you?
They scare themselves. They do. That's true. They scare themselves. I have no idea where that came from. They cry. They cry afterwards, just like me when I fart.
No, my son, he just
Different reasons.
doesn't even realize what's going on. He just doesn't even understand what happened.
He doesn't give a crap.
I was about to say
Oh,
that. Don't give a crap.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, let's kick this off with a little bit of Pokemon Go news
Yeah.
because that's the big thing right now,
Oh my gosh.
and it'll be the big thing for the next at least 2 weeks.
Oh, I hope not.
You love Pokemon
Why?
Go.
What happened?
You shut your mouth.
So, update for me on Pokemon Go.
Yeah, let's go around and tell our levels, and we should also say what our most powerful.
Should we do a
creature is.
Okay.
Should we do a caught scene?
I'll start because mine's quick. Level 7, about to be level 8. I have my highest is a Vaporeon 400,
Vaporeon.
whatever, and then I deleted the app.
You deleted the app?
I
You got a
deleted the app.
Vaporeon and
What?
you deleted it?
Yeah,
Why would you delete the app?
We live in a desert.
Shun
and-
him.
It's easy to get a Vaporeon.
no.
Shun him.
No,
It's easy.
I have reasons for this.
Shunned.
You see, I'm not like you guys where you somehow
see,
have
which-
a lot of free time.
Which chord does that go? Okay,
And
there it was.
There we
Yeah.
go. All right, he's
Yeah.
done.
So we turned him
Nope.
off because
Nope.
he deleted Pokemon Go.
Hold on. Here's Jaron.
What are you guys talking about? I love you guys so much. I love you guys.
I have reasons.
I've turned your microphone back on.
All right, so I have nothing against Pokemon Go. It was a
Except I
fun
deleted
game.
it.
I just don't have the time for that right now.
Or the battery.
If time comes to me, I may reinstall it.
But if you'd have just left it installed, you wouldn't have to re-download
If
it.
I left it installed, I'd use it for 5 minutes a day, then still have to charge my phone in the middle of the day.
What's
somehow.
wrong with that?
I didn't want to charge my phone in the middle
The
of the
battery.
day. Seriously,
I knew it.
I would
I knew
I
it.
would use it for 5 minutes. Half my battery would be gone because of it. I don't know how
I do not
that
believe
happens.
that even a little bit.
No,
Half your
it's-
battery for 5 minutes.
It is insane
That
how
is-
much that thing
That is
drains your battery.
Extreme exaggeration.
I always exaggerate.
I don't think it's extreme.
All right.
But it is an exaggeration.
What about you,
I'm-
Owen? What are you at?
I'm at 12.
Nice.
Or almost coming up on 13, but
Nice.
I have many Pidgey candies, Paris candies, and rat-tat-tat
Oh, you're
candies.
you're about to do some XP farm.
I'm
Yeah.
about to do some mass leveling.
I was going to
so
say with that, wait till you get a lucky egg.
I have
pop
two.
the lucky egg
Yep.
and then start
I have
evolving.
I have two lucky eggs. I'm going to pop. I have somewhere in the tune of 176 Paris candies, and
Holy moly.
so it's going to be an adventure.
Yeah.
I have to divide that by 12 and then catch some Pokemon and remember not to trade them in.
Catch some pokes.
So I am at level 16. I have caught 60 and seen 60. But just where we live, I'm not into like going after the legendary Pokemon right now.
They still haven't appeared.
Well, I mean,
There's 6 of
there's
them that still haven't
Dragonites out
shown
there,
up.
there's Charizards out there, there's
Yeah.
Alakazams out there, but like, I'm just not in the mood to catch, like 50 of the small ones for one big one.
Yeah.
right
It
now.
is hard.
You know what I mean?
I want to, level up my Pikachu, but I can't find any more Pikachu to get candy with.
Nope.
Yeah.
I've caught about 6 of those.
I've caught
there's one.
one.
There's a
Yeah,
whole.
I've
There's
caught
one
one
by
as
my
well.
house that keeps coming around, and I catch him on the one while I'm driving. I'm
Nice.
sorry that I do that while I'm
What?
driving, but yeah,
You're going to run into
I
a
have,
cop
Shut
car.
him.
I have to slow down. There's a spot where I have to slow down to 25, and every morning I pull over right there to get the Pokestop and catch the Pikachu. So I've caught about 6 of them
The trick
that
is
I've remembered to do.
you got to get to 12 miles per hour or less if you
Yeah.
want the pedometer to
I
count.
thought it was 30, but I heard
No
reports.
way.
Nope.
It's like
It's 12.
12.
Yeah.
12 or
because
15.
bicyclers are trying to petition to get it pushed up to 15 miles an hour. Wow, how do I know so much about this?
Because you love it dearly.
Hey, you
Well,
can
I
name
haven't-
them, right? You can name your EVs and get whatever you want.
Yeah, I heard
So
about
there's
that.
that.
Has that been proved
I've
to
tested
be-
that and gotten what I wanted.
But
On 2 counts.
I'm kind of done for the time being. I'm going out of
Hey!
town in a little bit.
But he's not deleting the app.
No, I'm keeping the app because I'm going out of town and I'm going to see if it really is
Yeah.
like regionally because we technically live in a desert here, right?
That's true.
You've
Does it
said that
count
many
as a desert?
times, yes.
But there's a
So-
lot of aquatic Pokemon around.
I think it's random. So,
Like
have you seen the
aquatic?
second?
Aquatic.
You
Oh,
you know that it's the second most downloaded app in the App Store right now is the crowdsourced map
Yeah.
that's letting people put up where they found stuff, and you can see where everything is.
He's downloading it
Buying
right
it right now.
So it's only for iPhone users currently. So
Oh, well, that's
I'm
not for me.
I'm
Suck it.
pwned. Yep.
No, he's got
I have an iPhone.
Oh, good. Okay.
No, you
But
can
he
tell-
deleted the
you
app.
can tell him to suck it because
Oh,
he doesn't
I can
have
still
the app.
download that app.
Yeah, he could
Hey,
download that app. And
Deleting it doesn't mean I'm out of it forever.
Sure.
It's just a temporary thing until
Sure
I get
sounds
more
that
time.
way.
But it's crowdsourced, so be
Man,
wary.
you guys
Be
are-
wary.
You guys are bitter and
I completely agree with you, Jaron, that it's a battery wasting
Oh, it is a battery hog.
It's a
for sure.
succubus.
thing.
I have some hatred towards this game because, as you can see from my phone here at the table,
I'm
still
in.
loading, still trying to get in.
You got Android now, right?
Yeah, I
So
have
go in. You got to go in the app tray and force stop it.
Yeah,
and
I
then,
tried that.
and it'll work.
If this
I'm in
game,
right
The
now.
servers are still poop. And
They are.
and it's been out for over 2 weeks.
Yeah.
and they've released it in Canada, in Europe, parts of Europe.
That aren't at war.
Somewhere else too. Like they keep expanding it. They finally slowed down when they got to Japan because they realized, guys,
Oh, gosh,
we
that's not
don't have
working.
the server capacity. You think?
The smallest country, and they're like,
Ridiculous.
yeah, we talked about this last time.
Yeah,
let's,
but we talked about this last time 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I know.
It hasn't
I know.
changed in 2 weeks.
Then delete the app.
No, I'm not deleting it.
no, I'm just going to complain.
I'm just
That's
going
what
to
we do.
complain about it.
Man,
and-
Stockholm syndrome here.
and I'm going to play it when I can.
well, it goes
because
back
I'm a
to
level 15, and my highest is a Vaporeon with 942 or something like that.
Oh, yeah, my highest one, I didn't say
If-
that. My
if
highest
this-
one is Vaporeon 988.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
if this
Yeah.
game was literally any other game,
It would have been laughed out of the
it would have been laughed out of existence.
out
and
of-
even still,
out of the App Store. That's what
I
I'm
even
saying.
still think because I've seen the people in the park that go and they play. A couple of days ago, you could even see like how fewer amount of people were showing up.
Yeah.
So like this game is starting to die out a little bit.
Well, it'll definitely plateau.
What about, hey, Jaron, what about the financial part? Didn't you tell us some news about that? About
Yeah.
Sony and
Oh, yeah,
Nintendo?
so Nintendo's worth more than Sony now.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
They're a better company.
I wanted Jaron to say that.
Jaren's not taking the bait.
Nah, I'm not taking the bait.
Oh.
He doesn't believe that.
I love
huge-
Sony, and I know that deep in my heart, so whatever you say isn't going to change that.
And is Sony bigger than Microsoft?
No,
No.
no.
But no, I'm talking. Okay, so you're talking about Sony, the company, not just like the
Yeah.
gaming.
That's what I asked him
Oh,
too.
oh,
We're
Is
talking
Sony,
market
the
cap.
corporation.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty impressive. for the amount of money that this has generated.
No kidding.
Yeah.
All right, so that's our. Oh wait, there was one other thing I want to talk about with Pokemon Go. So there's the app that Owen mentioned, and then also Razer, the PC peripheral company of all things.
They make weird stuff every once in a
They
while.
do, and this is another example of that. They've released this chat app that is specifically for Pokemon Go. It's called Razer Go. They haven't released it yet. They're going to release it probably either the 25th of July or before. So let's see. This is supposed to go out on the 26th, so it should be out by now. But it's kind of neat, actually. So it allows you to talk to fellow trainers, and there's 3 different modes. There's a 5-kilometer mode that's local chat, regional chat, which is a 100-kilometer or 60-mile radius, and global chat, which I'm not sure why they call it global chat because it goes for 600 miles. I mean, that's a lot, but that's not global.
Not global.
But so you identify your team on the app, and then you can chat publicly with other people of your team, or you can have like little private chats with other people on your team. And you can also, they say they're planning to release a feature that lets you drop a beacon on a map to create a regional chat room. So you can drop a beacon and say, this is a Blues
Anybody
chat room.
within here.
Anyone within that can chat with each other. So
That's kind of cool.
it is kind of neat. Let's hope that they handle their server management a little bit better than
Who knows?
Pokemon
As much
Go.
as I love Sony, Tony for some reason loves Razer and Nvidia. Nvidia I can understand. Razer is kind of weird.
I like Razer. I don't
You-
love Razer.
you love
I have
them.
I have one of their products.
You love them.
Just one.
So
But
speaking of
I am an Nvidia fanboy. There's
speaking of
truth.
Pokemon, a live-action movie has been announced,
Yeah, I saw that.
and it will focus on Detective Pikachu, whatever the heck that means.
What? I didn't see that part.
Yeah.
What?
Is it Detective Pikachu following a ghastly trail to
Oh,
find the
I get what it did.
psychedelic duck?
I don't understand
Who-
any of that. No.
Diglett done it.
Diglett done it?
Wait, that's a Pokemon name. I see what you're doing.
Those were all Pokemon names.
yeah, ish.
That's what it just depends on the animation, of
No,
like.
it's live action.
Well, I know, but like they're gonna have to animate Pikachu
No, they're
somehow.
just going to breed Pikachus.
Real ones.
Real ones.
Rule 34 right there. Right? Am I right, guys?
What does that mean?
Don't worry
Yeah,
about
just-
it.
You look it up later.
Should I ask my parents?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ask your parents. Okay. So that's enough Pokemon talk.
Yes.
But
Yeah. Well,
they need to get their servers under control because it's getting ridiculous. It's making me
Oh,
mad.
one more thing. Has
Yeah.
anybody else here petitioned to have a Pokestop or a gym put by their house or anything?
I haven't done that yet.
I did.
You did?
I straight up did.
did it work?
No, I got a really quick response from them. It was a big kick in the nards.
What was
so,
Oh, good use of nards.
Yeah, so I'm bringing that word back.
never
So
left.
we down in the Lehigh area of Utah, there's a building in the business park there that has a gym and a Pokestop right on it, and those guys get to sit there at their desk and
Collect Pokeballs.
fight in the gym and get all their stuff.
Level up.
Right.
Flip you guys off from outside the window.
So so the last so you know that most of the data points are brought in from Ingress, like 50% of them, right?
It's pronounced English.
Oh, oh, that joke isn't good enough to derail the whole conversation.
Yeah,
and
that
I
might be.
approve. I approve of
That
that.
might be the best joke
That-
Jaron
it
has made.
is. I submit that to the record.
High five, Jaron. You made me rap out loud.
That's too far, James.
Dang it.
But no, I tried to get them to set up. I had a very compelling argument that
Which was?
I want a Pokestop. That I want a Pokestop and Pokegym
Uh-huh.
in my building.
Okay.
But it was really when they brought those other points in, that the business park wasn't finished yet. Our building's relatively new within the last year.
Right.
So I thought, the northeast corner doesn't have one, and that'd be great. Plus, here's we had a chalk artist come into our building and do a really expensive chalk art on one of our walls. And I don't know why we'd advertise that as a Pokestop, but we advertised that to let them in. So
Okay.
let them come do that. And we gave them my geolocation and everything.
Wait, this is important. James
Oh.
investigating an intruder.
No.
What?
What am I doing?
There's no.
Is there an intruder?
There's an intruder here. We heard a banging and a clanging.
Oh.
There's no intruder. It's probably my wife coming home from work.
Oh,
I'll put my clothes back
Yeah, leave
Oh,
those on.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
put those
it-
clothes on.
Squeeze back into that shirt.
All right, now that we've been shiny keyed off of our
Oh, right.
off of
so,
our topic.
So anyway, I emailed them, and I had they ask what you want, and it's you can tell that the form that you fill out, and there's a form, and you put in your geolocation, which I went and got, and some pictures of the chalk art that I wanted because I was like, hey, cool public thing that.
This is neat.
And I got a really quick response that said, "Go suck it." I mean, that's basically it. It was
They
like,
really need to work on their
yeah. I mean, I was like,
PR skills
that is
there.
not very nice, but okay, I guess that's a no.
That's not very
No, they
nice.
said, oh, thank you for contacting us. We're not currently accepting any applications for Pokestops or Pokegems. Goodbye. It was a very canned response. I'm sorry. So
None of your dang business.
but I have heard rumors in the social media world that some people that have ins with developers or know people can be like, hey,
Oh, I'm sure.
and all of a sudden the next day they get a Pokestop or
Yeah.
gym spun up by their house for whatever reason.
Not surprising.
Anyway,
that's kind of the
moving
way
on.
the world works. So check out this transition. Pokemon Go is on the mobile devices,
yeah.
and you know what else is on mobile devices?
Phones.
Glass.
Text. Oh,
Gorilla Glass 5 got announced.
that was a big stretch.
Nope, that was not. That was-
Gorilla Glass
that was not a stretch.
5? Is that made by the same people who make Gorilla Tape or Gorilla Glue?
No. Gorilla Glass
it.
Glass is made by Corning Labs.
It's strong glass with
Yeah,
metal in it.
so this new glass protects it better against drops, which is cool.
Yeah, necessary.
Yeah.
Did they say how much better it is than
They-
Gorilla Glass 4? I
Six.
said?
They gave it. They said you have an 80% chance of it not breaking if you drop it like shoulder length.
From shoulder height.
Right. So,
So-
the impact is shoulder. I've not to brag about breaking my phones, but I have tested the Gorilla Glass, other iterations of the Gorilla Glass, and it has not come anywhere close to what they said.
Oh, yeah.
And still sent my screen
Well,
to
it's,
the
it's
crap.
still glass. I
yeah,
mean,
it's getting stronger each year.
so
But it's made with Gorilla.
So it's working,
But
like
they've-
working out, getting stronger every year,
Yeah.
building up. Okay.
They have a Gorilla Glass on like 4 billion different devices. That's
Yeah.
just insane.
If
how
you-
popular Corning. I mean, how much money Corning has made from this.
If you have a mid-tier or better mobile device, chances are it's got Gorilla Glass.
Does
on
this
its
have
front.
Gorilla Glass?
No, unless it's an Apple phone.
Dang
No,
it.
they do. They just don't advertise it.
They make.
Yeah.
Did they?
They
are there
call it something else, though.
Yeah, because Apple uses their own branding for everything.
It's called
Oh.
iGorilla Glass.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, fine. iPhones too.
I win over Tony.
Stupid Apple
Yeah.
and their
concur.
stupid rebranding of stuff that everyone already has.
Oh, you were so wrong.
I'm so angry.
for
Well,
no
that's
reason.
super passively angry right there.
All right, so these origami batteries. We're gonna do the BS segment.
Oh, we got a BS.
Yeah.
I want my
Yes.
segment sometime to come in the beginning.
And you still don't need to say
Maybe next time.
segment after BS.
the bet?
You don't need
my
segment.
segment's at
think
the
we
very
kinda
bottom,
do.
but it has one line.
don't
Oh, is that
need-
yours right
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
At least I put one in.
You don't need segment.
Oh yeah, the BS.
There we go.
Just the BS.
yes.
Sent in by Uncle Squinky. Did you guys read the link?
No, I am.
I need a picture
open
of
that
Uncle
up.
Swinky.
I just saw that the name of it was called Origami Batteries.
It's actually, I mean, like most BS, it is really cool in concept. Basically, you have these.
Whoa, that GIF is amazing.
Yeah, you have these battery.
Check this out in the show notes, everyone.
You have these battery setups that basically look like folded origami paper.
It looks like something your girlfriend would make you in the 6th grade.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
I mean,
I
would
wish
know
I
about
had
that.
a girlfriend in the 6th grade.
Oh,
Plus
darn.
one, me too.
Well, it looks like I mean, before you start, it looks like those Chinese stars that you used to make when
Yeah.
when you were in elementary school. So they've made this way of.
He means you in general. I didn't make Chinese stars.
You didn't make Chinese stars?
No, I didn't.
I did. I made a ton.
Well, then you did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it actually uses paper to hold the batteries in place, and they're supposed to be super duper cheap when
Paper? What could go wrong with that?
when they actually get around to
Why-
making them.
Are you going to throw these like ninja stars? Because
No,
what is
but-
the point of folding up this battery into that
So-
shape?
If they
It's-
can make the battery not very stable, you could throw it and then it'd explode at the person throwing it.
touche.
Exactly.
What's the charge on this? Is it like
No, it's
thinking like
pretty
double
small.
A? I mean,
It's
I could just do more damage with a double A.
yeah, it's fairly small, but it would be for like emergency lighting and medical tools and things like that, where basically it'd be something like you have a light that you need to use, and instead of having the glow sticks, you have this thing where you just slide, you like pull it apart kind of a thing, or push it together, and it creates the circuit, and uses that paper battery to light itself. So they're
already have
disposable.
Oh, I see. They already have devices like that.
Aren't-
That you pull open and the switch turns it on.
Aren't
regular
all batteries
batteries.
disposable?
Well, these are really cheap disposable. Supposedly, once they get out off the ground.
Are you sure this is real?
I'd be super tempted to throw it.
I'm going to call BS.
It says it's made at Binghamton University. That sounds like the fakest university name ever.
Binghamton.
Next to Trump University. Oh!
Name a university name. Oh, Binghamton.
Yeah,
Binghamton.
That's
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the technology is still pretty nascent because the batteries only last a few minutes. But,
Minutes?
Yeah, a few minutes. So if they could get it to where it was lasting longer, it looks like it'd be pretty cool. Like they said right here, it could reduce costs exponentially for emergency needs in developing countries. So
for a few minutes.
Why would they need batteries?
I mean,
lights for a few minutes.
So here's a really good example. Single-use items like pregnancy tests, where you only need the charge to last for like 5 minutes to develop the pregnancy test, and then you don't need it anymore.
Hey.
Why waste a lithium-ion cell?
You make
on
a
something
valid
like that?
point there. Disposable stuff.
Yeah. So, I mean, you could even go a step further and say like maybe a super cheap toothbrush. What are the ones that?
Disposable?
Yeah,
The
disposable,
like the travel ones?
vibrating toothbrush or whatever, like the Sonic hair.
I could think
Wait,
of another
what?
use case for something that vibrates.
Well, there you go. Disposable.
This is needless to say, there's a market for these.
You're talking about razors, right?
They're short.
Razors.
They don't last
Exactly.
very long, right?
Yeah.
Then it'd work perfect for me.
So it's really neat, but once again, it's vaporware at this point. We'll see if it actually commercially comes to pass.
We're like paperware.
Hey,
I'm on today.
Man, look at this guy on fire. All right, James, let's hear about your.
You can't light paper on fire.
Wait a minute. What?
Nothing.
I have no idea what that was.
I light paper on fire all the time.
I mean, you can't.
Now who killed the joke? James did. Kill the conversation. High five.
Stab.
We could-
stab.
Conversation killing. Okay, tell us about this one line of show notes you put in here.
Yes!
What the heck is this?
Well, what I wanted to
One
talk
is
about
better than zero.
That's true, Jaron.
after exploring the internet like I did today to try to find something for the show, I came up with something after getting a text from my wife.
So you just copied what your wife
So
said.
my wife, no. So my phone popped up, and then she sent me an email, and I like the Gmail app versus I have a Apple phone that has mail.
Yeah, Gmail app's way better.
The Gmail
No,
app
I
is
Mail
way
sucks.
hate the Gmail
And
app.
this
Mail
is what I
sucks.
want to talk about is like what apps on your phone do you feel like not everybody necessarily utilizes, albeit games or normal
All right,
apps?
I'm all
or-
over this. I'm
or
all over this like
productive?
butter on toast.
Let's talk about productive apps. What productivity apps do you guys
so
use on your phone?
Gmail is crap because all it is a glorified web view, and that's
Okay.
what I hate about it.
Yeah, but it's so much better to
You
use.
get your
The UI
emails.
is so much. I
Yeah.
like it a lot.
I
better.
submit to you, Outlook is a much better app. I love
Okay,
Outlook.
well, Outlook
use that.
is really good, but
Yes.
I segregate my work email to Outlook. I
It's
don't put anything
2016.
else
You're
in
not
it.
supposed
So,
to segregate.
well,
It's
what
it's just email.
what I hate about the stock email app on iPhone for Gmail in particular
Everything?
is it doesn't do push notifications. It's
Nope.
locked 10 years in the past.
The what doesn't do it?
The stock email app on
Just
iPhone.
Oh,
mail.
yeah.
Yeah,
you
so
don't
it-
get notifications.
You don't get you can notify. It could notify you every 15 minutes, but it doesn't push it out.
Because
So
all you have is pull.
yeah,
right?
it's ridiculous. So the Outlook app integrates with Gmail. It does push. It's great, and it also does normal exchange stuff. You could pretty much integrate any email app, any email service into it, and it's quick. It's stable. It's very convenient. I really like it.
I would venture to say that's probably the one I use the most too, as far as productivity goes.
And it's got swipe actions, so you can swipe to delete,
Yep.
swipe to archive, and you could customize everything on it. I love it.
So this Outlook app was another mail app before, and Microsoft bought it. What was it before?
It was a Comply,
Acompli, yeah.
and then Microsoft bought it, turned it to Outlook, and
Rebranded it.
Yeah, it's basically the same functionality as a Comply, but it's
They just reskinned it.
Yep,
and,
they just reskinned
and
Outside of
And they
email,
support.
are there any other productivity apps you guys like using, like Mint or anything like that?
there's a cool finance app called Level.
What makes it individualistic?
It's a lot easier to see what's going on than Mint. So what level does?
It's still finances.
Yeah.
Right?
Does it connect through Mint though?
No, it doesn't. But it does connect to all the banks and your credit cards and all that stuff. But what?
me to open a Mint a month ago, so I did.
No, I didn't. I never said Mint.
You said Mint.
Mint has always had issues for me. It always loses connection to my bank.
You said just
that's
use
my
Mint.
that's
No.
been my
Yeah.
experience. Too.
No, you must have been talking to somebody else because I would have recommended Level. So
Well,
Level,
I'm closing Mint down.
you put in all your recurring.
I'm not doing this.
You put in all your recurring bills. You put in your income, and then it'll subtract all those out and just give you one number of how much money you can spend per day.
Per day?
Per day.
That's pretty granular.
Yeah.
Kind of neat.
Well, it'll also give you a per week number, per day, per week,
Sure.
per month. So it'll take everything, like all your recurring stuff out there, and it'll say you have $30 to spend today.
Sweet. All right, outside of
And you can set in saving limits. So if you want to, like, say, save $300 per month, it'll subtract that out as well. So it's quite slick. I
what
like
about
it.
time wasting apps on your phone? What are your guys' favorite go-to
Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go.
non-popular ones?
Oh.
Reader, which is on iOS only, unfortunately.
Mine's a Reddit app for sure.
Yeah.
Which Reddit app do you use?
Reddit.
Reddit. Same here.
What about Alien Blue?
Alien Blue is owned by Reddit.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Is it?
And if
So
you
is this
if you
Reddit?
if you have been following the Alien Blue stuff, you would know that they don't suggest using Alien Blue. Actually, they're closing it down, and they're going to have their own app.
I'm going to
uses
delete that
all-
right now.
It uses all the same. I'm pretty sure it uses the same developers that made Alien Blue.
So an app I love to use for keeping up on news is the service is called Feedly. So you can just put in
Feedly. Yeah, I know Feedly.
You put in RSS feeds into it, and it'll sync to all your devices of what you have read and what you haven't read. But a really slick app that integrates with Feedly on iPhone is called Reader. REEDE.
Oh yeah, I've used that too.
Yep.
Reader.
I love that app. It looks great. It's fast. It's wonderful.
Yeah, I don't know if we have any movie makers out there. There's a script app that I like using. It's called Celtics. That's good. And obviously YouTube
Are you sure
has
it's not
their
pronounced Celtics?
CELTX Celtics script. I don't know.
Same.
Anywho,
pronunciation.
it's amazing. And the YouTube has the Studio app, which is
Yeah.
amazing. Helps keep track of analytics, stuff like that. But if you want to get internet comics, Tapas,
Tapas? We'll say it Tapas.
right there, TAPAS,
Tapas.
Is that
Tapas.
Is that part of Tapastic?
Tapastic.
Okay.
Well, yeah, but that's
That's
whatever.
That's their app.
That's the
It's
app.
called Tapas.
And as far as
Tapas.
games, a couple games that not a lot of
Tapas.
people. It's not obviously at the top of the store.
Doesn't that mean like appetizers in Spanish or something?
No.
Or Italian or something?
appetizers in Spanish is la appetizer.
Yep. Nailed it.
I used to speak Spanish, not anymore.
I
Settlers
feel
is
like-
good, and
Yeah, it's Spanish.
Civ
It
Revolution
means
is good.
appetizers. I was right.
Dude.
You need to have more
Sure.
confidence in yourself, dude.
All I got to say about that is Honduras can't afford appetizers, so I never learned that word.
Good poor joke.
I don't get the reference.
Because they're poor.
Well, that's where I served my
I
2-year
I thought you served in Hawaii.
my 2-year religious sabbatical
Oh.
was
Hawaii.
Honduras. That is a lot different than Hawaii.
See, I thought
Hawaii
you
is
went
like
to
a
Hawaii. I
vacation.
thought you
It's
went
got an
to
H in it.
Ohio, and you seem like a guy that would go to Florida.
No, Midwest.
You were so off.
California.
Cali, Honduras.
Butthole of America.
No.
I mean the Midwest.
I like the Midwest. They're all so nice.
No,
over
I do.
there.
I was in the bad part of the Midwest though. Like like there's the cool cities.
Like Ohio?
Like
I don't know if Ohio's
Murfreesboro, Illinois. Look that up,
Illinois.
and you'll be like,
I like Illinois.
as a whole, there's some good spots. Like I visited the.
As a whole, there's some specific good spots.
Yeah, as a whole,
That
there's
doesn't
some
make
very
any sense.
specific places you can go in Chicago that aren't bad.
On the whole, preparation H.
And you
feels
went
good.
to James went to Madagascar.
Yeah, I did.
Right? Yeah.
That's
They
enough
have
of that.
Wait,
So-
Murfreesboro. What state is that located in? Illinois.
Illinois.
Are we still talking about apps?
So yeah, if there's
I'll
any
tell you,
last
there was
minute
one
apps-
that I used quite a bit, but I can't use it right now. Microsoft Health, because I have a Microsoft Band 2. But that broke, so I had to send it in to get it fixed and replaced under warranty.
I used
so,
the Google Keep. You guys ever use that?
Yeah, it's
I like
okay.
Keep.
I like
Yeah.
Keep.
Keep's
I like
good.
Keep.
I like Google Now in general. So I use the Google Now launcher on my
yeah.
on my phone. So I just swipe left, and there's all my Google cards. I
Ooh,
really like
I
that.
need to get that.
Two
one.
more Slick Deals for
Oh,
tracking deals.
I do use Slick
I need
Deals.
that
good.
one.
Slick
Yeah.
Deals is great. And then if you want
Getting
another
that right
Twitter
now.
client on iOS,
Don't say Tweetbot.
Tweetbot.
No. Was it?
Tweetbot. I
Why
love
don't,
Tweetbot.
why don't you like Tweetbot?
I'm just kidding. I don't use it.
Tweetbot-
That's the only other one that I know about for Twitter.
Tweetbot is fast. It looks great. It doesn't have any of those annoying ads. It is wonderful. And it doesn't mess around with your feed order either.
If you guys have
I just installed Slick Deals.
an Adobe
Nice.
Creative Cloud account, it unlocks a bunch of Adobe apps for you. Like Photoshop Mix is what I use for editing
Oh, that's cool.
photos on my phone. It has one for Premiere, stuff like that. Audible's good, but that's a bigger name one. So
Yeah.
What's your games, James? That you distract
my
yourself
games?
with?
Oh, Civ Rev, and I like Settlers.
On your phone?
Civilization Revolution 1 and 2 are both good.
Oh, I didn't know that was on phone.
Oh, it's so good.
I played 2 games on my phone: Pokemon Go, Pocket Mortys.
Same here.
That is it.
I'm thinking
I
of
do.
getting into Pocket Mortys.
I also do the
I-
Clash of Clans.
I used to do Clash Clans. I got bored waiting for things to build. And
Clash
give me
Royale?
money.
Did you ever go to
No.
Clash Royale?
No.
That was a lot more actiony. You'd
Yeah.
like that a lot more.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't like in-app purchase games
Or not. I mean, it's
in
really
general.
cool. I mean, why don't you tell us how you really feel?
Nah.
No?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
I'm bummed because now they have all these apps like the Pokemon trading card game app and Magic the Gathering duels and stuff like that.
Are you a card gamer?
I used to be. I hopped out of it when all this stuff started coming out, and that was right in my wheelhouse.
Did you ever
Hopped out
play-
of it when all the good stuff came
Yeah.
out.
Did you ever play the Star Wars collectible card game from the 90s?
No.
Oh, it was so good.
Jared, you used to make me play that with you.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, and you loved it, didn't
I
you?
just lost every
You
time.
loved it.
You would come over and be like, "Hey, I brought my cards. Let's play some Star Wars."
And you just held your head down disappointedly. Okay, fine.
Please,
You know,
no.
whatever.
I wanna-
It was all right because then we'd play Smash Brothers on the N64, and I'd wipe the floor with you.
I want to play
so.
Smash
Bull
Brothers
crap.
right now.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun.
I
We
will-
should
I
we
will
should take a
destroy-
break halfway through recording
What are we
just to go
podcasting
play
for?
I will
Just-
destroy all of you.
just to go play around
I
on
won't
Super
win.
Smash Brothers.
Owen's the only honest one.
Thanks
You
for
know,
your honesty.
I won't win, but I will play.
Here's for shooting for third place.
Yeah.
Whoop whoop.
You know,
Oh,
somebody's
yeah.
got to be there.
Yeah.
And if it's me, then it's me.
Oh, and I'm really interested about these rocket skates you put on here. Tell me about these.
So,
Us.
so I looked as I scoured the internet as well for nifty gadgets today at actually a security convention that we were at.
That's right. We were
We were at the Red Sky.
Red Sky Security Convention.
Wow,
It was pretty
these
awesome.
look insane.
Oh
Yeah.
man, they look. Think of the hoverboard, but like
On each separate
on each
feet.
foot.
Yeah.
So such a different
You know,
experience.
it's the perfect way to describe these are Heelys with motors.
Yeah, exactly. Which you don't have to worry about hills anymore. You don't have to go find a hill to go down or a
You
flat
can-
surface. You can just they got rubber wheels.
You can Heely up the
Yep,
hill.
you can go wherever you want and then crash
So
there.
I was imagining an actual rocket coming from the back of these, but that is not the case.
That is exactly that's what I thought too. That's what pulled me toward them.
So it's this big giant wheel with like a tiny wheel on the back.
So one of the cool things about them is that they've got the actuator for the brake and the accelerator is in the foot itself. So it's not like controlled by some app or anything. You don't have to. So you tilt forward and it goes down and up and down. The videos are what are my favorite thing watching. Like the professionals that did the videos for the company, they're like, yeah, they're moving. And then there's some tests out there. You can go see some people actually live testing them, and it's not nearly as graceful.
It's about like the
There-
hoverboard.
Yeah, it's about like that. A lot of crashes.
There is no way that they can make this look cool. They have
No.
they have like these really cool looking dudes.
No,
here,
they're like
but-
what 6-inch wheels. I mean, how big are those? I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
they got to be. They're big old 6-inch.
Okay, so
At least.
what it looks like is a wheelchair for your foot.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's- yeah.
That is the closest.
So
approximation.
imagine your foot sitting on the seat of a wheelchair, and there's two of them. And
But
they're
on the
mini.
other hand, they have like a 10-mile range.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
that's actually pretty good.
yeah. Battery. It
I'd
says
go
the
to
battery.
the store with
Well,
it.
that
could-
sounds great.
I mean,
Can
I think that's-
Can I get them?
I
Just do it-
let's-
use it
let
with
me-
your Pokemon
Hey
Go app.
Tony, let me just check the weight requirement.
Yeah,
real
yeah.
quick.
I think I can get them right.
Oh, 250. What is that coming in at?
You're not above 250.
Dude, I weigh 300 pounds.
Hey, I'm gold.
I'm
Don't look
barely.
at me like that.
But I think that 10-mile range is.
No, it's 5 miles.
I have very
Oh,
dense.
it's 5 miles. Sorry, 5 miles.
5 per, so 10.
That's maybe I added. I was like, oh, there's 2 of them, so you can go 10.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just, but
are
I'm betting.
not.
I'm
I'm-
betting that's a very downhill ratio. So if you tried to go uphill or even a slight
if
slope,
you
it's going
go
to cut down
downhill,
to.
is there a break?
Yeah, there's you lean back and it actually has a brake actuator.
That
and
sounds terribly
slows it down.
dangerous.
Yeah, I assume so. That's why they made them.
If they made them look like inline skates, I would be all over this.
I just have very dense bone structure, James.
I like how you're still trying to justify this to me.
He's super tall.
He is super tall. That's why I call him. He's way
true.
too tall.
So
Anyway.
those look pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm thinking the battery life for the distance is very slated to a very flat, smooth surface.
Jaren, you should buy those.
Okay.
Test them
Yeah.
out.
All right.
And then maybe return them if they're not good.
How much do you weigh, James?
210.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, so
Yep,
you're
should
good.
buy some too.
Owen?
Yeah.
Owen?
I'm 245.
Oh, you barely make the cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that we just all outed
Why
ourselves.
are you looking around?
Because
It's like you were saying something sneaky.
He looks very,
whatever.
very
Look,
uncomfortable right now.
Look,
Listen, just don't worry
move
about it.
on.
It's fine.
Move on.
Just keep going.
Are you above 245?
I don't think so.
Did you lie about
No,
your weight on
no.
this?
He's not making eye contact,
No.
guys.
He's looking. He has shitty
I'm
eyes.
trying to remember the last.
sweating. Why are you sweating?
I'm looking up and to the right, which means I'm accessing the memory.
Yeah,
Isn't
well,
that
that or
right?
else you're intentionally doing it.
I don't remember.
There we are.
Yeah, I'm
245. 245.
I'll go get a scale.
No.
You don't even know where the scales are.
Don't
It
do
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It's 245. I'm almost positive. Look, it's on my driver's
Last
license.
time I checked, 4 years ago, it was 245.
So I will get me some rocket skates. I will
And report back.
They're
ride them to my personal human carrying drone, and I'll get back to you guys.
You can actually.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the other one that you can
Whoa.
ride, only he can ride in.
No kidding.
Yeah.
But they are at Best Buy. And
Wait,
you
how
can
much
buy
do you
them
weigh,
for
Jared?
$300.
I weigh 140.
Jaren weighs almost half of me.
Yeah, 140, baby. Wow. Come get me.
That's crazy.
What?
I don't know. I'm just going for it.
Take you where?
I kind of want to arm wrestle you after we get done recording.
Okay, you'll cream me.
Yeah.
Like
I
cream
don't know.
corn.
Jaren's been working out.
Yeah, boy.
So I'm pretty excited for
No Man's Sky. I am so excited for that.
Yeah.
So they
August
released
9th.
a new trailer. It showed combat. It looked pretty awesome.
Get ready for
So-
a super buggy game. though.
That's the problem I was about to think about addressing.
I hope
Yeah.
it's good. I
It's-
hope.
it's very possible that the game will be a super buggy. Now
We don't know.
You
They-
can't quote us on that because we don't know for sure until we try it.
They delayed
Oh.
it because they said it wasn't ready, and that was like a month before it was supposed to come out. So maybe they decided to work out some bugs.
Just a little polishing, hopefully.
Oh yeah,
Hopefully.
this is going to be the first game in a year that has a successful launch where nothing's going to go wrong.
I'm kind of thinking this game will either be the most amazing thing ever, or it will just fizzle out and be nothing.
Yeah, it will be either the most amazing thing ever or a huge disappointment to everyone that's been talking about it for the last 2 years.
Let's hope it's the former, not the
So they
latter.
released a video of it and then yanked it?
No, they kept the video up.
Oh, okay.
They
That's what it
pushed.
says on that article. It says they killed it, but somebody luckily downloaded it.
Oh, they
it's-
did.
Yeah.
No, they didn't kill it.
It says
I watched it just an hour ago.
That's what I'm saying. The new No Man's Sky has been made available for a few hours. Has been made available a few hours ago, but was promptly removed.
Oh, maybe they
Thankfully-
teased it.
Didn't they even tweet about
No,
it?
thankfully somebody managed to download it before it got removed, making it available on YouTube.
There you go.
Thank you, whoever that was.
What's kind of interesting is I'm looking at some of the gameplay when you're in the cockpit, and it looks oddly similar to Elite Dangerous.
Well, yeah, they're space sims. I mean, they're all going to look really
Yeah.
similar.
But this one has like 5 billion different planets. so-
Try 18 quintillion.
Oh wow,
is
I
the
was
number.
way under
You
on
were
that.
way up.
Yeah, I was way off.
It's a procedurally generated galaxy universe, whatever. And
I just want to get into a spaceship, explore.
yeah, well, that's the whole point of
So
the
you
game.
could just fire off into space and go
forever.
and
All-
then hit a planet
all I
eventually,
wanna
maybe.
do-
Yeah, and it's so smooth going from space to planet. It's like
If it's as good as the video show, it is incredibly smooth.
yeah,
Ooh.
it looks awesome.
Like it does. It's coming out for PS4 and PC.
So I have this need to explore, but I wonder how long that will keep me interested.
Yeah.
What's
So,
the social?
we'll see.
What's the social interaction? Do you meet up with other people, or is it just?
This
you
since it's
just
so large, I don't think you really can.
would you
Yeah.
ever like? What if
Yeah,
you?
I mean,
I don't know.
I
You
mean,
what if you like
maybe
hit a world that
if you-
actually had somebody else that hit that same world and had been starting some civilization?
I was going to say if you coordinated with your friends to meet up, on Centauri 5
Yeah.
or something, but I don't think you just run into anyone. Who knows though? But
like
one of the
Space
social
Shuttle.
aspects of it though is if you discover a new world, which I'm sure a lot of people will, you get to name the world, you get to name the creatures on the world, and so when someone else comes along, they'll say discovered by Owen.
Yes.
These are the Owenites, you know, whatever.
This will redeem me actually paying for land on Mars back in the 90s.
You bought land on Mars?
You know.
How much?
Well, an acre.
What I want to know is like
That might be very
who
profitable
gets
for
the
you
right
100
to
years from
like
now.
own Mars. You
That
know what I mean?
website
Well,
that I went to in the 90s.
It's the same thing. Like the people that are selling stars, you know, like
Yeah, it's like
who says you have the
No,
Authority.
They're
The
not
legal
selling the
authority,
star.
yeah.
They're selling the right to name the star.
okay? Who gives you the? Was it NASA selling this or like who?
Internet.
owns,
Don't they have
who
the International
owns,
Space Agency or
Who
something?
owns the ability to name a star?
It's like international waters, right?
I'm pretty sure the United States owns all of the
Yeah.
galaxy. So
You've spoken like a true American.
Yeah.
We made Star Trek and Star Wars, so I think we have
Duh. So by
rights.
by that
we
token,
we called Tibbs.
is this
by
so-
that token, J.J. Abrams is the one that can give us the ability to name stars since
Maybe.
he's over both of those creations.
Wait,
right now.
wait. So going back to No Man's Sky, what platforms is it releasing on?
PS4 and PC.
PS4 and PC.
And on the PC, is it going to be VR? Is it going to be VR
They
available?
haven't really talked about that, to my knowledge.
it doesn't sound like it at this point. Maybe
Yeah.
later.
But it does. It looks amazing. Hopefully, it isn't as buggy as Pokemon Go.
I am going to have to play that game just so I can name a world now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it looks really neat.
It looks awesome. Hopefully, it's good.
It's basically touted as like the ultimate sandbox game. I mean,
Yeah.
we
We
have
will
an entire
find out.
universe
Unless,
to explore.
can you build stuff, or is it
I
just
don't know.
Or is
exploring?
it just flying?
I don't know.
So you can upgrade your equipment. Like you
Well,
Carrier
yeah,
rockets.
can get resources like on planets. You can find stuff and then upgrade your weapons and upgrade your ships.
Because what I'm saying is, if you find a planet and you're able to build like a shelter, like or dig or whatever, so if it like pairs with Minecraft, it'd be cool to like write down those coordinates and then like be able to return back to your home base like whenever you want. Like you could build like a huge bat cave and stuff. I'm waiting for that game because I feel like whenever they come up with like No Man's Sky versus
Minecraft.
versus the complexity of World of Warcraft,
Yeah.
that's going to be
Well,
like the
you're-
end all game.
Yeah,
You
you're
know what I mean?
talking about a creation of a completely virtual interactive world.
Yeah, like
is what you
have you
want.
ever
And
read
we
the
have a
book,
universe.
Ready Player One?
Yeah, same
yeah,
thing.
something like that.
The Oasis.
Oasis.
You
yeah.
want the Oasis.
I absolutely want.
Who wouldn't?
I
It
need to
sounds
read that
awesome.
book.
It's a really neat
yeah,
book.
I have it. I just haven't read it yet.
I have the
Oh,
audiobook.
it's so good.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's your homework for the day, for the next 2 weeks.
Aye, aye,
Anyone
Captain.
listening, read Ready Player One. Really neat book. It's being made into a movie right now by
Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg.
If we
Steven
were
Spielbergo.
if we were a movie podcast, I'd talk about how my favorite book that's being developed into a movie right now.
Yeah, we don't care.
Oh, let's transition to movie
No,
podcast.
I'm just
I don't know
kidding.
how
What-
to feel about it.
What movie? Just quick side note.
Okay, quick side note.
50 Shades of
Okay.
Grey.
2.
Actually, no.
51 shades of Grey.
oh,
Really quick. So, my favorite book series of all time is Dark Tower by Stephen
Oh
King.
yeah,
Oh,
I can't wait for
yeah.
this book. I've read all 7 of those. I love
Yeah,
them.
but my thing is like, and Idris Elba is one of my favorite actors out there right now.
Let me guess,
But
you
I
feel
don't
like-
know how I feel
You
as
feel like
him being Roland.
You feel like they switched the character roles. That Roland should be Matthew McConaughey, and
I don't like Matthew McConaughey.
Wait.
that's ridiculous.
Him
Isn't it
as
Matthew
the
McConaughey?
man-
Matthew McConaughey is a national treasure.
all right.
Isn't Matthew McConaughey
All
like the
right.
Man in Black or
Yeah,
whatever?
he's the Man in Black.
So
They
wouldn't that be
need-
racist giving that to Idris Elba?
Idris. I don't know.
Isn't that a little bit on the nose?
I'm just not going to touch that.
Who is the
But,
Green Goblin in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man?
what's his
It was
face? Yeah.
Willem Dafoe.
William
He
Dafoe.
should be
Dafoe.
the Man in Black.
He would be a good Man in Black.
Because they talk about his smile and stuff in the book and like how creepy he is.
Yeah.
Oh, he
Oh,
does
yeah.
have a creepy
And, like,
smile.
well,
Yep.
dude, I think
Perfect.
McConaughey could pull that off.
I hope so.
Dude, I swear that guy's like paused time for the last 4 years
Yeah.
and went
Has
and took
not
acting,
aged, right?
went and took
freaking-
acting lessons from went back in time and took them from famous actors.
Bill
or
and Ted
something.
style.
I don't know where I'm going with this. The point is, I like Matthew McConaughey.
Him and
He's pretty cool.
Paul Rudd.
Oh, same thing.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, that guy just has not aged
Yeah.
in the last like 20
I love
years.
Paul
And,
Rudd.
and his acting
is,
has
yeah.
increased. His
Yeah.
acting ability has increased quite a bit in the last.
Maybe that's
Oh, yeah.
5
Bill
to
and
7
Ted
years.
reincarnated.
He was great in Clueless. And he was young, and he looked exactly the same.
Okay.
That's your other homework. Conversation killer.
Yeah, Owen, you're the only
Owen,
one
you're
left,
next, buddy.
I don't do that.
Oh, do you now?
I probably
Or
can find
don't
some.
you?
I can find a way.
You know what we should do after we get done recording is go buy a gun.
I don't think so.
All right, keep going.
I already have one. Thanks. Where did that come from?
What?
Well, buy a gun.
I'm
after
watching
this
No
episode?
Man's Sky stuff.
Oh,
And they have a
you
gun.
want a laser gun? They don't
No,
make
no, no.
those yet.
I want a gun because we're next to the.
You got that walkway out there with.
I-15.
You got that walkway out there with snakes.
Oh, you got the
And James hates those.
snakes are the
I
worst.
keep forgetting to buy a realistic-looking rubber
Dude,
snake for
if
James.
you do that,
Oh, man.
please do not do that.
Please,
I
please
am,
make it happen.
Snakes. You hate snakes.
Why do
I
they
have a
to be
snake as a pet.
snakes?
Did you know?
No,
that?
I'm serious. Please don't do that. That
I'll just bring over my corn snake. You'll
I
love
will.
It.
Oh, I love corn snakes.
Yeah, have a corn snake.
Please
Yeah.
don't do
Does
that.
it smell like corn? Why is it called corn
No, it
snake?
just smells like a dirty butt.
They're
But
they're friendly. They like crawl
this,
all over
no,
you.
Dirty
this
butt
guy is
smells
not
like.
friendly. My snake is a prick.
Oh,
His name is Nicodemus, and he is a complete a-hole.
Nicodemus?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. Yep. He's a complete a-hole.
You are a huge
Huge Dresden fan.
Dresden
Yeah.
fan.
He's
Oh.
he's an evil serpent.
I forgot to tell you, the last time I was at Comic-Con, the last one in Salt Lake,
I had a
someone,
good time.
Someone cosplayed Nicodemus. It looked really good.
Oh yeah,
It was
I went as Harry Dresden the last time I went to FanX
Yeah.
/ Comic-Con.
Okay, tell me about
what
this.
do you rate your snake, Owen? Sorry,
Oh,
interjection
yeah.
here.
What would
Are
you
we-
rate your snake out of
he's
10?
no, he's like a 2. That dick, he won't even let me put water in his cage.
Does he snap at you?
Yeah, he snaps at me.
Ah!
The corn snake I was
You're
familiar
freaking
with.
him out.
The best part is I have a light, and if the light goes out in the top of his cage, he'll actually wrap
Don't.
himself. He'll get out.
Don't.
My snake, he's a Houdini.
Oh.
So the corn snake I was familiar with as a child, he would crawl all over me and hug me and
He's
try to
trying
strangle
to,
me.
He's
and-
trying to wrap his
no,
stupid
he
little.
was so
like,
nice though.
How
There's
do
a
I
reason why
I
Satan
loved him.
came
He's
as
so
a
small.
snake.
How do I eat him? No, if I do get him out of the cage, my kids stopped playing with him because he did definitely strike.
They
But
kept biting him.
well, they put their hand
Or
on the glass,
he
and he'd
kept
be like,
biting
"I'll
them.
just take that." And it's like a la carte. But no, I pick him up out of the cage, and once he gets used to being handled, he's not as much of a dick.
Okay.
But he is most of the time. He's a solid 2.
So do you think if you got another
I'm
snake, it would raise the rating of this snake?
No,
I'm like having a hard time breathing even talking
no,
about
I'll bring
this
him
stuff.
over so you
Please
can hold him,
don't.
James.
James, I think he's got like a legit phobia.
I think he
going on
does.
here.
I can't even watch snakes on TV.
What about on a plane?
On a plane. Hey, yeah, you beat me to it. Oh.
Okay,
Anyway.
we were talking about laser guns a minute ago, and you actually have a laser gun type story.
Yeah. Oh
So-
man. So I stumbled across this site called, and it's one of those. So it's almost too good to be true type of a company. Anybody watch Better
Was it
Off Ted?
Stark
I
Industries.
love Better Off
Better
Ted.
Off
And if you know
Oh,
the
best show ever.
what's the Dynamics? What's the name of the company?
Viridian.
Viridian
Dynamics.
So
Their commercials are the
So
best.
good.
oh
So
my
good.
gosh. So
It was the only show I've watched where I've been excited for the commercials to come on
Exactly.
because they always do they start or end the commercial
They
break
start.
with yeah.
No,
with,
I don't
no,
know.
They,
I've only seen
they end the commercial break with one of the
Yeah.
TV shows commercials
with
about
one of theirs.
Viridian
Oh
Dynamics.
man.
Just
the
great.
beef in a lab. Oh man. Anyway, so
That's a
so
great one.
this company I came across is called Intellectual Ventures, which just it's so vague, but you get in there, you get into their site, and I found this article on a website, but it's a mosquito shooting laser system.
This is like this
Anybody-
is like a very downscaled version of Star Wars
Oh.
from the 1980s that
Any-
Ronald Reagan was funding.
Yeah, and
You know what that is, right?
no, what is that?
You know what Star Wars is? It was a
Star Wars. It was a.
no. This was called Project Star Wars.
yeah, it's a movie that
Nope.
was directed by a man with no neck.
Nope. Nope. Well, yes.
He
but
used
that's
to have
not
a neck.
Whoa, he just looks just like him.
He turned into George
Well,
Lucas.
Where
What does his voice sound like again?
It's very soothing.
George Lucas.
No,
he's
no.
got kind of a froggy
Hey!
voice.
My name's George Lucas.
I love George Lucas.
Let me touch your red as the last act.
But
Feels fuzzy on my navel.
the
So they were building a space defense program.
yeah. So it was supposedly I can't remember if it was laser, if it was ground based lasers or satellite based lasers that would shoot down missiles launched at the U.S.
Oh yeah. So like Iron Defense or whatever they developed later that was way better.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one's meant for, and well, I think I've talked about it before, but I live in a very mosquito infested area. I hate mosquitoes
I don't think anyone likes mosquitoes.
No, I really hate them though. I feel like they have a personal vendetta against me. Anyway, so this device shoots UV lasers at mosquitoes, and so I question.
How does it determine if there's a
Yeah.
mosquito?
So
like
this
versus
is-
something
this
else.
is-
Like
so
a
we're gonna
human.
you'll see it on the show notes, people, but go look at the video. It basically shows nothing, but it does show a mosquito with its wings withering in flight after turning purple
Well, that's the thing.
at
Is
a very close range with no
you
type of size like ratio.
you don't have to have a
Contrast.
very powerful laser
No,
to
exactly.
burn off the wings.
Exactly.
Because they're
So-
so flimsy.
Yeah, and so they're super, and so it's super safe as far as the wattage of laser goes, and it's a UV laser.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
So it uses wing beat frequency, shape, size, and airspeed to discriminate which insects get zapped.
It has to have a really high resolution camera, I'm thinking.
Yeah, or
does it use like an infrared?
Who knows how it sees a mosquito
grid?
displace?
That is so cool. You guys got to watch that video.
Yeah, so it's
Owen really undersold it.
the smoke at the smoke at the end, right? I mean that
If
really
you like,
sells it.
If you like seeing mosquitoes wither and die, oh, that's right up your.
Anyway,
That'd be right up your alley.
so it's called the photonic fence, and
That
the
just sounds cool.
That's what I was like. Photonic fence. I must go see this. But their application for it's not personal, like not for like home consumer use, which I was really confused about.
Is enterprise only?
Like, well,
For, like,
there-
Disneyland or something?
This is a. Now remember,
parks?
we're thinking of
Disney World?
We're thinking of these type of venture capitalists. So this is not even maybe even come to light. But the applications they're planning it for are like malaria-ridden countries to shoot down
Okay, all
in
right.
population zones. Keep crops free of bugs.
Oh.
Like this will be the new scarecrow, right?
Yeah.
Or
I don't-
my
it didn't-
backyard.
Well,
It didn't
except
say
for-
didn't say the range on them, so
I wonder
or
how
the
far
price.
the range is.
See, I don't need a laser to shoot down mosquitoes. I need a laser that makes the sound of mosquitoes turn into Peter Griffin's laugh as they're flying around.
no, I need to shoot them down and destroy them. I need to get rid of them. There's no
That would
use.
be awesome, though.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Anyway,
Just think about that tonight before
So-
you go to bed.
as you're looking at this video, take a second to go to intellectualventures.com.
Intellectualventureslab.com.
Yeah, sorry.
It's on the show notes.
It's on the show notes. Anyway, go check it out and look at some of their other stuff because it will remind you of Better Off Ted's Verdian Dynamics to an
Such a-
Ultimate T. Oh,
Such a highly underrated
and
show.
it was gone before its
Right?
time.
Yes.
It ended before its time, man. That show. If you've
That
ever
show
worked in
needs to come back.
if you've
yeah.
ever worked in any type of corporate environment, that show
Nails it.
Nails it.
nails it. I'm not
That-
even exaggerating.
That show is as good for corporate environments as Silicon Valley is for startups.
Yes, exactly.
What was in Better Off Dead? What was the
Ted.
What was the project that it didn't actually exist, but they had a name for it, and everybody just pretended that they knew what it was? What
Yeah,
was that?
I forgot.
Project
That was a
like
good
Zamboni or something like that.
I can't remember.
You guys need to go watch that show.
Yeah.
More
It's
homework.
more
So
homework.
good.
I'm gonna buy No Man's Sky. I'm just gonna do it.
You're just going to get it?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Do you have your PC built yet?
Oh, yeah. Do you have your PC built yet?
Do I have my PC built yet?
No.
When's the card actually gonna come out?
The cards are out, but they're finally getting to the point where they're purchasable without
Fighting.
paying an exorbitant fee to someone who bought it early and is reselling it.
Are you getting the 1070 or 1080?
Supply and demand.
1080.
1080.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right.
You had to look at Tony.
What am I getting?
I don't know what I'm getting.
What am I getting?
It's costing me X amount of money, and I'm okay with it.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna play No Man's Sky on it, and then I'm gonna hook up VR to it, and I'm gonna VR myself on it, and it's gonna be awesome.
Don't VR yourself in
Hold
front
on,
of
let
other
me see
people.
if we have any Twitter questions.
So did you
In
guys,
the meantime,
did you guys see my Kwikcharger note there?
that's what I was going to ask you about
Oh,
the quick
man.
charger stuff. So I've seen ads for this on Facebook. I'll be honest. I looked at it first. I was like, "This is a stupid Facebook ad,"
Yeah.
and then I watched the whole thing. and I was like, "Dang it, that's cool."
Yeah, it's exactly what I did. And as I looked at it, so I just kind of threw it on our show notes because I wanted to talk about it because it's one of Apple's features on their laptop that I like.
It's the smartest. I think it's the
the
smartest
magnetic,
thing.
the magnetic
The magnetic.
click power.
Yeah,
right.
Smartest thing anyone's ever done for
Yep.
mobile devices.
Oh man, how many times has anybody ever tripped on a power cord and ripped the power cord and ruined the power port or
yeah.
broken the?
Nah, never.
Okay, I have.
I have.
Maybe, okay, so this is that quick release. Well, as I was looking at it, I was pretty sad. You know why I was sad? Because
Why?
I have a Nexus 6P.
They don't do. They don't have USB-C on there.
No.
This is micro USB, buddy.
Yeah,
there's
that's
an Apple one too.
So there's an Apple one, but this is micro USB.
Yeah.
There's an Apple one.
No,
I have USB-C.
his is USB-C.
Oh, I didn't know
His
the Nexus
is
6 was
USB-C.
Yeah.
Oh,
USB.
okay.
It's
I'm sorry, Owen.
and I've run into quite thank you, Jaron. I've run into quite a few problems.
Comforting hand on the shoulder.
Yeah, it's
As
getting
he
a little
consoles
it's
him.
getting a little long now, but we'll just
What's
Yeah,
getting a little long now?
hit the
The length of time his
length-
hand is on his shoulder.
yeah, the violation of my personal space,
You don't have personal space when you come over here.
which is apparent with your clothes off. Could you?
I
Fix
should
that?
show you a trick after the show.
No, thanks.
No,
Nope.
I think we're
Nope.
good.
Anyway, it's really cool. Look at Kwikcharger with a K, KWI, whatever.
Kind of like the quickie mark.
Look at it. Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
but it's-
So QUICKARGER?
It's KWIK, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah.
Like Quickie Mart, like what
Yeah.
Jaron said. I didn't
So
hear that until
yeah,
just now.
Welcome
so
to Quickie Mart.
it's an adapter that you leave in the USB micro charging slot, and then the cable is obviously magnetic. Anybody that's ever used an Apple device and has their power cord that just clicks right on, it's like that. A really quick release. I
Yeah.
don't know how I feel about it ruining the shape of the bottom of the phone because it hangs out. It does. It has to.
It hangs
So
out
it's
a
an
little bit.
Audi?
Well, it hangs
Yeah.
out, it hangs out a little bit, but if you have a case on, you probably won't notice.
Or can it fit with the case? I don't know.
That's a good question.
You know,
too.
like there's some things
In my personal experience, I prefer no form of
protrusion.
exterior protrudingness
on your phone.
going on.
Mm-hmm.
Just in everything.
Okay.
Okay.
In general,
You like
Okay.
things built in on the
I
inside.
like things that are
Innies.
inside.
Innies.
Yeah, I like innies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's
I
good.
got you. Wink, wink. Yeah.
Moving along.
Anyway, so that's the one thing I will admit on Apple that I'm jealous of, and now they've moved it to a phone platform. It's cool.
Not
Yeah.
Apple.
No,
Someone
this
else.
is someone else.
Yeah.
Not Apple.
What?
You're,
No.
You're,
Oh, you
yeah,
like that
you're-
Apple did it
I
on the
like
MacBook.
that Apple did
Yeah.
it, and that somebody's actually
The,
taking something from Apple. And
The Surface products have it too.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Yeah, it
magnetic
does. Look at
charger.
this. Look at this.
Oh, that's a pencil.
Oh, wow.
So on to the cold shot for hair dryers.
Oh no, we're not.
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about that.
Let's do this.
Yeah,
Uh,
let's do
What
it.
are
I
the
think we're gonna have-
practical uses for
we're
those?
gonna have to sit through this.
What's
So-
the cold shot done?
So heat changes the physical bonds of the hair temporarily.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like
Are
if-
you reading this off a wiki
He's
page?
looked this up. Don't
Oh.
let Jaron
It-
fool you. He didn't actually know this.
Okay, so but what does cold do?
So it will create the heat will create curl where there is straightness and it will straighten out curl. So it changes the form of hair. Cold air closes the cuticle layer of the hair. This reaction causes many benefits to your hairstyle. So closes the cuticle.
What does
So-
that even mean?
So you ever used heat shrink or
If
melted
the
a wire
cuticle-
and it twists when you get it hot? It's kind of the same thing.
So
with hair.
if the cuticle is sealed, the hair will reflect it will reflect light better because its surface is smoother.
Oh,
So it'll smooth out your hair.
Hey,
Here, Tony, while we're talking about this, you just watched
I
this.
have been.
So it'll make your hair look shinier and brighter and healthier.
I'm
The
watching.
cold will.
Yeah, the cold will.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
I'm watching
way.
No Man's
I'm gonna use
Sky.
that.
yeah, I'm gonna go do that
Footage.
too.
Yeah. So FYI, guys.
Means for your information.
And girls,
Mostly girls.
mostly girls.
Yep.
Hey,
day bow bow.
Oh, you are still terrible at
Day
that.
bow bow.
So
Ooh, yeah.
Oh,
so bad. All right,
I like it.
I wanted to hit on this real quick. Amazon has teased their drone delivery service for a while now.
Yeah.
It's never going to happen.
Please
And
let it
we'll
happen.
see-
I
we'll
would
see.
love to shoot those out of the sky and have
Okay.
it be.
You're going to be the reason why it won't happen.
Yeah. Well, I'll get a whole bunch of free stuff in the meantime.
Uh-huh.
I will see that and be like, ooh,
What do I want all these maxi pads for?
don't know.
That's what
I
was
don't
gonna
know.
Say.
It's
They're
like,
for tipping.
yeah. Who knows?
So the one of the big questions is how is that drone going to stay aloft on
long travel.
long
Like,
travel trips further than
Right.
5 miles or whatever. Amazon has patented or is in the process of patenting, I can't remember which, but it's a device to put on top of light poles and telephone poles that basically is a landing station for drones so that when the battery starts getting low, it goes to the nearest telephone pole, lands on there, recharges, and can go on its way.
I'd be interested to see what they would deal with technologically if it like hit a headwind and like ran out of battery before it could get there. Like it just lands
That's
in
a
a
good
field.
question. I mean,
it
it
lands in a field, and it's like, sorry,
It would obviously need
delivery failed.
It would obviously need some sort of algorithm that would land it safely.
Right.
You know, some sort of built-in system where it says, okay, I have X amount of juice left, so
Right.
I'm gonna have to land safely now.
Right.
But
Does
yeah.
it like notify you? It's like, hey, your package is 400 miles away. Just start driving now because
Okay.
the battery's dead.
First off, I guarantee
Anyway.
they're not going to be flying any drones 400 miles.
Who knows?
I
Who knows?
I promise.
Also, the nature of drones being network related, I hope that somebody would hack those.
Oh, it's
and
only a matter of time.
take over that and just have them all delivered to my house.
And this all
That's brilliant.
This all rolls back to one common thread there.
Me.
Owen getting
Me.
stolen stuff from Amazon.
I think I'm on a huge high because I won the GoPro today at
It's
the
true.
Red Sky Security
And I
Conference.
need everything. Now you know how
So-
the Red Skull feels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a Nazi though.
Well,
Hydra.
Come see,
He
come
was
saw.
a Hydra, right?
Potato,
He was-
potato.
Oh,
Tomato, potato. Is there anything else you wanted to hit on, guys? I think
There was one thing that I wanted you guys to see, but at the same time, it doesn't really
I'm
work
listening.
in audio format.
Oh,
so
dang.
talk about it, and we'll post it in the show notes.
Yeah, you need to see
on
this crane that
Facebook.
they built for the latest Jason Bourne film. It just hangs off the top of a car, but it's
That's
I guess-
ridiculous looking.
right? It's I'm assuming Jason Bourne's in that car, and this is a custom built crane that they used to film that chase scene.
The way that moves almost looks organic.
I bet that they programmed it like that.
That's insane.
I wish
right?
I could see what you're looking at.
yeah.
Hold on,
As
let me-
well, the
Nothing in
Let me
readers.
turn it
There's
around.
nothing in the show
Listeners.
notes. You should add that to the show.
So we'll add it
notes.
to the show notes, but it's basically a boom crane.
Whoa, it looks robotic.
No, it looks robotic, but it moves organically. The way
Yeah.
it smoothly goes up and down, side to side, panning and whatnot.
I
Oh,
won't
man.
that.
One misstep and that camera's doomed.
Well, that's the thing. Watch how it goes over
Over a car.
over the cars.
Yeah.
I love how you guys are so transfixed on this.
That's crazy.
Anyway,
So yeah, we'll have that up in the show notes to take a peek at. But that is really neat.
Right? All right, I'll add it to the show notes.
Add that show notes.
Show notes, Westside.
I think that's about it.
Did anyone respond to your Periscope?
Gosh dang it! I was hoping you weren't going to mention anything. No, nobody did.
Oh, sad face, all of us.
that's okay.
All right.
One day we'll be popular enough to get one
Yeah.
mention after a Periscope.
I'm surprised that I didn't get anything.
Someday.
Well, I'm brand new to Periscope too. Brand new.
I did tell you that I got a response back from the guy in Ireland, right? About that.
Oh, let's.
Yeah, he said that since I kind of didn't mention the fighting, but apparently
in Belfast.
yeah, in Belfast. Sorry,
Ah.
in Belfast.
Chris,
Northern Ireland.
for Chris.
Chris, yeah, Chris. It's about the fighting. That's anyway.
That's gone on for decades.
Well, yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's a thing out there that they do around this time.
Is
a
it
Belfast.
is it still like the Catholic versus Protestant?
I think
Is
so.
that what it is?
That's what he kind of hinted at. He mentioned religion being a thing.
Crazy.
Anyway, there you go. I thought I'd add that as a follow up to something that
It's
I,
a little depressing, but it's all good.
yeah,
Indeed.
Northern Ireland. Go there. Then you'll never be able to donate blood again in the U.S.
Is that for real?
Yeah, that's a
Ireland?
thing. Yeah, Northern Ireland. It's a place. That's one of the questions they ask you.
Why
I
Northern
looked that up
Ireland?
and I could not find an answer.
I'm not gonna lie, I might go there just so my coworkers will stop bothering
do
me.
it.
Yeah. See, I'm in the same boat because I can't do it. I'm too squeamish.
Yeah.
See, I don't do it out
You
of
know,
principle.
What you see as I can't touch a snake is how I see I can't give blood.
Do you know that I've been banned for life from the blood donation bus?
Did
Because
you try
you
to drink
kept running up, be like, I
No.
want my juice box.
No, I am a fantastic blood donating patron.
I'm gonna drink
I
this
have,
blood.
I have
It's
always
mine.
been nice and fair and happy, and I don't throw up
So where's
or
this
pass
going?
out.
Where's this going?
I donated blood one time, and about 3 days later, I got a certified letter in the mail that says, due to your conduct observed on the blood bus at blah, 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 which
What?
you have been banned from donating blood
What was
ever
your
again.
Conduct. What did
Are
you
you
do?
sure?
I sat there and squeezed a ball. You know,
Did
I'll
you
be
take
on-
it out?
Nothing. They did not.
You
they
took it out, didn't
No,
you?
I
Ripped
didn't.
it out.
He
I-
took.
No,
it
I
out.
never. I did call and leave a message like, "What's this all about?" But I never got it resolved, and they never contacted me about blood. I'm on the blacklist. So anyway, that's it.
I was a phlebotomist for a little while.
Yeah.
You were?
So
Yeah.
I never figured out what my behavior was or what I got in trouble for.
Well,
But-
there
Yeah.
you go.
I don't know. I always wondered what you'd have to do to get blacklisted. Now I know.
Now you
I'll
know.
just
Go
whip it
to
out.
the Isle of. There's a whole list of sites you can go places you can go that you'll never. That's on the questions. Isle of Man.
Wait, so I didn't hear what's your reason for not donating blood? Mine's because I'm a big wuss. What's
Mine
yours?
is they sell the blood to hospitals.
Okay.
It's not a free trade thing. So really, you should get paid
Well,
to
can't-
donate your blood. Kind of like how it is with
Can't you
plasma.
donate-
I've done that before.
Can't you donate blood at a hospital?
No,
You have to go through the Red Cross.
I think you have to go through ARUP.
Yeah,
or ARU. Yeah, ARUP.
and
Hey,
I'm not saying that
Europe.
it's bad. I mean, we need blood.
Well, how do you think they fund the blood mobiles and all that kind of stuff?
Whoa,
and the
they have
certified letters.
mobiles made out of
Yeah,
blood.
yeah. Entire mobiles made out of blood.
Whoa.
They got to fund it somehow, and they got to fund the workers and the.
I agree, but at the same time,
They're
should be
all
paying
interns. You ever
the
got your
people who
arm
do it.
stuck in there? They're
See-
horrible at it.
Oh, so you're not mad just because they charge the hospitals. You think
No,
that
no,
the
that's fine.
donatee
It should be like
or
plasma.
the donator should get a kickback as well.
Compensation, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
I
I can
think
get
in
behind
some
that.
countries
I
they
don't drink
tell
enough.
you, like you get like a notification when they use your blood. Even that would be good, but they give nothing to the donator.
See, I've never given blood because it wasn't until just a few years ago that I was heavy enough to donate blood.
They're like he's crossed the mark that it won't kill him.
I really didn't think that was going to be funny.
No, it totally is.
Honestly,
I could tell by your face. Your face is like, why are they laughing at me?
No, it's true, guys. It's
Why are they
totally,
laughing?
it's true.
I
know
guess
what-
small people are funny.
You know when like a little kid tells a joke and they're like, "Oh my gosh, this is what being funny feels like."
That was his face.
Way to
Because I
go.
never thought of you as being that small.
Well, I used to weigh like 105, same height. It was insane. I was tiny.
When did you weigh 105? How many years ago?
10 years ago. No.
How much did you weigh
12
when you
years
first
ago.
got married?
12 years ago. You were
I was 19.
19.
Yeah, let's all talk about how big we were when we
Yeah.
were 19.
And then
I
I
was like a buck.
and
When
then I was like 120 until I was like 27. So
When I was 19, I weighed 200 pounds.
150. That would kill for 150. now.
Well,
Kill.
I'm just saying, like, I was 100 pounds lighter. So, yeah, obviously you're going to be lighter when you were 19.
Oh yeah, but I was still only 120 till I was like
That's true.
26,
I've
27.
I've only ever heard of that happening to girls where they don't weigh enough to donate blood.
It's true.
It's all stale.
Anywho,
Thanks for that, James.
well, what?
Tony may have said it, but you said it's true.
That's true.
He slaps the cap on it right there. Bam! All right. That's it. We're done. Limping across the finish line once again.
Done.
We hope you care.